What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we take on Inter Milan in both legs of the Champions League quarterfinal, looking to get back to the semifinal for only our second time here. So, two games I really want to win. We've got a pretty good record against Inter Milan. We've played them in the group stage twice, we've beat them twice, and we've drawn twice. So, based on that, we should be getting to the semifinal, but it doesn't always work out like that. One thing that's happened is we had the next gen come out. I want to show you the apparent second and third best wonder kids in the world. Remember, they were number 2 and number 3 on the next gen. I put them on the short list. At first when I saw it, they were at this Spanish club that I've never heard of, and I was like, that's weird. They must be on loan from Barcelona or something. Nope. This right here, Jose Ramon, the second best wonder kid in the world. You can see his ability and potential right there. This is apparently number 2 on the next gen. They're both at this Seneca CF, who is in the Under-19 Liga Nacional in Spain. An amateur team. And apparently this is the second best wonder kid in football. I don't know what happened there. And the third was even worse. This is the third best wonder kid in football. This dude wouldn't get a second in my Under-19s, and yet he's apparently the third best wonder kid in football. Okay. And if you don't believe me, I took a screenshot. Look at this crap. So I don't know how that happens, but apparently they're just two of the greatest wonder kids in the world. We actually had 3 players on the next gen. I don't really put a whole lot of credit into it after seeing that, but Candelo was on there. He was the number 30 wonder kid, the 5'10" guy that I wish could be a center back if he would just grow, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Ignacio Callero, the winger that we're just loaning out so he can eventually sell on probably. He was there, number 11 actually. He was the highest we had. And then the third was Alfonso Mejia, the either-footed fullback. He was number 22 on the next gen. So most of our good young wonder kids are 20 or older, so that's why most of them aren't really on there. But I would expect some other guys that are under 20 that like Rafael Colombo. I think he's got a lot of potential. It's pretty decent for a 19-year-old. We've got plenty of players. We also did have our youth intake, and I think the most notable one was Daniel Msomi, the South African midfielder, either-footed. Pretty decent. Not crazy good. Better than the number 2 and number 3 world or wonder kids in football, but okay. We also had one more, if I could find him. Thiago Nobre, I think, was the other one. An attacking midfielder. He's also pretty good. So, 2 pretty decent regions. Both kind of midfielders, which isn't ideal. I'd like to have a freaking center back, but we just can't find one for the life of us. We played 2 matches since I last saw you. The first one went great. Second one, more of the same. So, first we played Green Moraes, away from home, smashed them 5-1. We're really good. Took our chances, played really well, created high-quality chances. We did the same thing against Famalicão, but our shooting was absolutely horrific. This might be the most one-sided 1-1 draw I've ever seen. Maybe not most. It was pretty one-sided. They had 1 shot on target. Until the 90th minute, they had 1 shot in general. And they scored it. Because, of course they do. Every team is the most clinical team to ever grace this earth when they play us. We had 18 shots, 9 on target, 2.5 XG, 5 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance, 6% possession, and 1 goal. And it wasn't even the same problems we've been having. We didn't cross that much. It was about, we talked about what the average was for Benfica in that stretch, that 7-game stretch. It was 32. We had, 38 completed and unsuccessful total crosses, which compared to 55 is better. It's better. It's improvement. Our shooting was horrific. But you can see even our shots saved, we had 8 shots saved, and the headers won. Only 3 of our 8 shots that were saved were headers. Past couple of weeks, it'd be 6 or 7. But no, it was only 3. Our shooting was just god-awful. And I don't know how to fix that. We did rotate a little bit because we had this match coming up, and I cared more about the Champions League than I do the league. But still, we with all the chances we had, we should have scored at least 3 goals, probably. I don't understand why this team can't shoot to save their freaking lives, but they can't. Freaking amateur teams could probably have better finishing than we do. But now we're taking on Inter. We're going to have to shoot well if we're going to beat Inter. Because they're good. They're actually good, unlike these other teams we've been playing. So the team we're going with, we are going to play with the 5 at the back. I kind of wrestled on it, but it works so well at home against Atletico Madrid. I can't just not do it. I got to at least start with it. If we start with it and it doesn't work, then I'll go back to the 4-3-3. I'll make a change or two. But the team we're going with, Thiago and Sesco up top. They're fantastic in that match against Atletico Madrid. Tabata, Pellegrini, and Gonzalez in the middle. Nuno Santos at left back because I think Digne is suspended. Unfortunate, but got to deal with it. Gusto at right back. Ampadu, Franjic, and Inacio because Ruan picked up a little bit of a knock, which is not ideal because I really am not liking Ampadu right now. I might sell him because he will not stop crying. And Harazo in net. I will make one change thing. I will go from cautious to maybe a balanced mentality. I think we can be a little bit more attacking in this match. I don't think we have to be super cautious since we are at home. It's one thing if you're trying to hold on to a lead or, try to get a draw, but it's another if you're trying to get a good result. So I think I'm going to go balanced, but I think everything else, I'm going to keep the rest of the instructions. They worked pretty well last time. Hopefully they work again today. I definitely don't want to go out of the quarterfinal again. We're doing well and we're on a good run. So let's keep that going, shall we? Don't think we can just go out there and easily recreate what we did against Atletico Madrid in that last leg. Matches like that don't come every day. But it is something that we know we're capable of. But it's not going to happen just because you want it to. It's going to happen because you make it happen.
Where are you looking for improvement after a disappointing match against Famalicão last time out?
We need to do what we've not been doing in all the times we've been drawing and losing the past couple of months. Take our chances. We've not been doing that enough. We need to do it today.
Both teams carry some good recent form into this match. How confident are you?
They're a very good team in excellent form. We're going to have to work very, very hard to get something today.
Do you think the first goal here will be crucial?
Scoring first matters to us. We want to take charge of the match nice and early. First highlight's going to be a free kick. Pedro Gonzalez, back post. Ethan Ampadu. I just talked a lot of crap about him in the pregame. He scores a goal. One of his first goals for the club. He doesn't score much for us. He doesn't have great size. Doesn't have any other goal-scoring ability, but he scores there. And that's a big goal. 9.5 minutes in, we've got an advantage. About 3 minutes left. We've not seen many highlights this first half, but we've had all the chances. Probably, again, it seems like another one of those matches where we have the advantage in the first half. We're creating a bunch of chances, but we're just not putting them away. And Inter Milan almost put one away. We need to be better at taking our chances because we can't just keep sneaking by in halves that we absolutely dominate. We need to take advantage of our momentum and score more goals than we currently are. I think we're doing well. We can definitely find another gear to take charge of this match. In this competition, especially at this stage, against some of the best teams in Europe, when you've got the momentum, you have to take full advantage of it. And again, it's something we did not do in that first half. Teams like this, eventually they usually make you pay for that. We're going to have to be even better in this second half to make sure that's not going to be the case. We're 70 minutes into the second half. We still have not had a single highlight this half, and we've only had one shot. We definitely need to score another goal, so we got to do something, because we can't do nothing in this half. 1-0 is basically nothing when you have to go back to their place. 2-0 advantage, I'd feel a little bit better. So we absolutely need to get a goal here. So we're going to have to make a change. I think I'm going to take Bruno Tabata off, bring on Mateus Nunes. But Tabata's done nothing. Thiago's also had a really poor match. Most of our attacks had a pretty poor match. But I don't know if Tomas is really going to be that big of a game changer. Thiago is just unquestionably better than Thiago Tomas. So I'm just going to make the one change. I'm going to go to positive. We've had the most possession, even playing a high tempo. So I think we can go positive, and hopefully we can get another goal. There's going to be a highlight almost immediately after, 74th minute. It's going to start with Inter Milan. They're going to pull it back to Dodo. They got plenty of men in the box if he can find him. Instead, he goes himself, and a little selfish. He's not the all-out goal scorer that he might think he is. 82nd minute, getting ready to make a change, but we're going to have a highlight. See what happens here. Hours on the ball. This will determine how attacking I need to go. Gomez gets played through, but very well by Franjic to intercept. Inacio's going to find Pedro Gonzalez, who's been pretty bad so far. He's got a decent rating, but we haven't seen him really touch the ball much. Nuno Santos, also not had a great game. On a yellow. Might be somebody we look to take off. Especially with crosses like that. Now they're going to look to attack. They've got not really much men forward. They're going to look for Lautaro Martinez over the top. Ampadu does win it. Pedro Gonzalez is going to pick it up. We're going to look to see if we can attack on our own, but we find Thiago through on goal. Bruno Thiago. Okay, you're coming off. That was god-awful. Tomas is coming on. And João Pellegrini has been terrible, but he's a defensive midfielder. I don't think bringing on another defensive midfielder is going to do anything for us. I could saying that, I could bring on Ugarte to play a box-to-box in the middle there. That could help us in the attack, create a few more bodies up front. And Bragacha doesn't know how to play left wing back at all, so a little bit worried about bringing him on. So I do think we're going to bring on Manuel Ugarte. There's not a whole lot of time left. We need another goal. We absolutely have to score another goal. I'm not going to go attacking. Am I going to go attacking? I'm not going to go attacking. I don't want them to score. Like, them scoring would be absolutely horrible. But we do really need to score another goal. I don't think we can need to play for set pieces at this point. Or hit early crosses. Other than that, I mean, you can probably... I won't do anything. I won't regroup. I won't do anything specific because I want to score. Push up the line of engagement, definitely. Push up the defensive line a little bit. I'm not going to get stuck in. I don't want more yellows. I don't want suspensions, so not going to do that. But I think this is good for everything else. We'll go slightly more direct as well. All right. All right, let's do that. We need a goal. It's going to be a highlight. About 87 minutes in. It's going to start with a goal kick from us. He's looking for Thiago Tomas. Not what I would do when you have a 6'5" man next to him. But you do you. They're going to have to kick it long now, though. If we can win this, it's going to go right to Skriniar. And they're going to look to attack. Nusa in a lot of space down this side. Fullback's getting back. Malo Gusto, he's on a yellow. Got to be safe here. Ooh, they nearly get one. Gomez wins his header, but right at Horazo. Are we looking to attack still? He's going to look for a long kick. This time looking for Sesko. Much better, but the header is pretty dreadful. That's probably going to be it. I mean, I don't think anything's going to happen. We haven't seen anything this second half. If we can win this, oh, that is terrible. Gusto does well to get back to it, though. Horazo finds Tomas. Dude, what is this highlight? Tomas! Please, Tomas! Please! Please! Let's go! I didn't think there was going to be anything left in this match, but Thiago Tomas, the super sub, he doesn't do it very often. He scores a lot of times when he's on the pitch, but usually never off the bench. But a good run in to behind and just dribbles it around the goalkeeper, places it in the bottom corner. I fully expected him to miss that. Now it's like how it's going to end. 2-0 to Sporting. Could have been a lot better, but could have been worse as well. They probably should have gotten a goal with 11 shots, 5 on target. Defensively, I thought we did pretty well. Horazo had a pretty good match. And it took a while, but we found a second goal. That makes me feel a little bit better going to the second leg than if it would have just been 1-0. Hopefully we can get it done away from home. Nice work, everyone. That was good. I'm very happy we were able to keep a clean sheet and get the second goal. We were the better team tonight. So it was important we left here with more than a 1-goal advantage. But be prepared for a very tough match in Italy. They're going to be pushing for this. They're going to throw everything at us. We're going to have to be ready.
You've been on a good run lately, but that was something else.
Everyone's playing well, giving 100%. And we deserve to win this match.
Morale seems really high right now. How far can it take you?
If we can build on these good times, I'll be very happy. Good morale is so important.
You have to be happy with that win, right?
I saw plenty of good things out there. That's particularly satisfying. It's only one match, though. We're going to have to put in another good 90 minutes in Italy. So I guess Ampadu scored a goal and realized, hey, we have a good chance of getting to the semifinal. Arsenal ain't never doing that, so he's happy now. That's good. Gonzalez gets man of the match, got 2 assists and 5 dribbles. And Manchester United just played, Leipzig, I think. And they beat them 3-2 away from home. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Manchester United if we can get a good result here in the second leg. Leipzig, if they couldn't do it at home, they're definitely not going to do it in Manchester. So, about 99.999999999999999% chance we're going to face Manchester United. Not fun, but you got to beat the best to be the best. We've got Aruca in 2 days, and then a decent break from there to Inter Milan. So I'm going to play a pretty strong squad against Aruca. Basically as strong as I can get with players that are fit. And then I'll see you back for the away leg in the Champions League quarterfinal against Inter Milan. Alright, we're back, and we're so close to making it back to the Champions League semifinal. Got a 2-0 advantage. Now we just need to not screw it up away from home. 2 of the other second legs have been played. Manchester United played Leipzig. They destroyed them. So if we do beat Inter Milan, we have to face Man United. Awesome. But the other one, Liverpool played Juventus. They won 3-1, but they lost 4-0 away from home. So Liverpool are out. For the first time since this save started, Liverpool aren't going to be in a Champions League final. They made it to the final every single year. And they've won it 4 of the 6 times. But Manchester United, who we have to play, have been in 4 of 6. So, awesome. Forget all about that first leg and approach this match with nothing but 100% focus. We are not going to make it to the semifinal just sitting back and defending all 90 minutes. They have too much quality. They will score. So we need to take our chances when we get them. We do need to keep our defensive shape and stay locked in. But when the opportunities present themselves, we need to hit them on the counter and take our chances.
How will you look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Futebol Clube da Aroca?
We have to carry that confidence into this match and make sure we use it to play as well as we can.
Are you hopeful of a performance today?
I think we've had a good build-up to this match. We look primed to perform.
What is the thinking behind a sudden change in tactical style during what has been a good run of form?
I mean, this is what we've used the last couple of matches we played in this competition, and it did well for us. I'm hopeful it's going to do well today again. First highlight's going to be a throw-in for us, 11 and a half minutes in. It's going to be a long throw, even though I don't tell them to do long throws. Interesting. But I didn't actually show the lineup, or I showed the lineup. I didn't actually go over it before the game, but it's pretty much the same team that played last time out against Inter. Digne's back from suspension, so he's back in there. Ruan is back from injury, so he's back in there for Franjic. And Mateus Nunes is going to step in for Bruno Tabata. Tabata hasn't really impressed me recently. Mateus Nunes had a good game last time out, so he's getting the game again today. He's going to have a corner, too. Ignacio, near post, just heads it over. 17 minutes in. I realized I forgot to show you the match in between against Aruca. We destroyed them. So it was a really good match. We played really well. So I want to keep that going today. But this highlight's going to be back with us, it looks like. Looked like it might be an Inter highlight for a bit, but we have the ball, playing it out from the back. Ampadu, he's back and happy. He scored a goal last time out, so I trusted him over Franjic today. Mateus Nunes is going to look for Digne. He finds him. Good ball to Digne. Now he's got a chance to put a ball in. A low ball in, and there's Bruno Thiago's 40th of the season. 40. Dude, that's crazy. We now have a 3-goal advantage. That's big. That goal is big. That's a really big goal, especially this early into the match. Now we just need to hold on. I mean, I'd like to score a few more. I'd like to not give them any hope, but we don't typically concede a lot of goals. Going to be a throw-in for Inter Milan just a few minutes later. Lodi is on the ball. Going to find Luis Diaz, the former Portuguese player, or formerly in the Portuguese league, I should say, for Porto. He's going to find Dodo. Dodo had a pretty decent match against his first time out. He's going to put a ball in. Luis Diaz is not going to win it, though, but it's still going to fall to them. Barella on the ball. He's going to find Lodi. Lodi's a very good left back. I've never really had a lot of success with him, but his attributes are really good. We're able to clear that after a pretty poor shot attempt by Barella, but they're going to keep going at us. Noose is on the ball now. He's going to find Lautaro Martinez. He's dropped a little bit deeper to pick it up. Going to go back to Barella. It's been a long highlight. Usually these end up in goals. And right now, if it's going to be a goal, it's probably going to be for Inter. Lodi puts a ball in, and it is a goal from Inter. We're hoping somebody's offside. I'm guessing that's, okay, he's running back with the ball. No one's offside. If they run back with the ball, it's a goal 100% of the time. So that's a goal. But they need 2 more. We cannot let that happen. 27 minutes in. I don't like the amount of highlights we're having right now. Especially with all of them starting with Inter for the most part. Dodo running down this right-hand side. We need to put in a tackle. Don't want a ball in. He gets a ball in. And Luis Diaz, and just such a weak shot. He puts anything behind that nestles in the back of the net. And I get very nervous. Luckily, I think that was the last highlight of the first half. A half in which Inter pretty much dominated. Their XG is extremely high. I mean, a lot of that was a tap-in for Lautaro Martinez. But still, that XG is very high. We do have only 1 less shot on target, so at least we're doing well putting our shots on target. Our XG pretty low, though. We're pretty lucky to get a goal. So we need to be better in the second half. If we put in another performance like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they get 2 more. I don't like what I just saw from this team. It looked like we were afraid to make tackles out there. If you give them that much time and space, they will make things happen. And we saw that. We can't put in another performance like that in the second half. If we do, they're going to at least draw this level, if not get the advantage on aggregate. So we're going to have to be much better in the second half if you really want to be semifinalists. The first highlight of the second half comes 88 minutes in, and you know what? I don't mind. They're going to be starting with us, but we're going to give the ball away. They're going to look to attack. They need 2 goals, and there's not a lot of time left. I mean, I don't know if we played this half just looking to see it out and have nothing happen, but... Alright, now I'm nervous. We only have a 1-goal advantage now. We are getting into added time close, but... This is not encouraging. I mean, going into the semi-final potentially against Manchester United, one of the best teams in the game, probably the second best team in the game, this performance doesn't fill me with a lot of optimism. All right, 3 minutes left of added time. Made a few changes to see if we can defend for our lives. I'm still going to push for counterattacks just because if we can score, that ends the game as well. So I'm time wasting, and I have put on get stuck in. We have no yellows. Be physical. Don't allow them to get time and space on the ball, which is why I'm also using tighter marking. I've also moved the center mid defend up back to an anchor man, and I've moved the wingbacks back to defend. Franjic has also come in for Ampadu because he's played a 6.1, and he's nervous. So there goes his last chance to be starting in the Champions League. And I think I'm also going to make one more. I thought about maybe bringing on like a defensive player like Daniel Weigl in the midfield for Gonzalez or maybe even Nunez. But if they score, I don't want Daniel Weigl in my midfield. So I think I'm just going to stick with the two changes. Leave myself opportunities if we need to make another change or if we need to go more attacking to bring on somebody that can make a difference. 3 minutes to hold on. Please. Please. I don't want to get knocked out of the freaking Champions League quarterfinals and basically the very end of the match. Got 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. Just defend. That is far too nervy. Like, they absolutely... I'm confused. How is their XG so freaking high with one less shot on target? Like, how? How is that possible? That's ridiculous. Like, they didn't have a penalty. I can't explain it. But we were awful. Chances we created were terrible, apparently. They did have 2 clear-cut chances. But we created awful chances. We defended pretty poorly. 8 shots on target, 1 goal. I don't know. I don't feel good. Like, if we play like this, Manchester United are going to annihilate us. I don't like what I just saw from this team. We were sloppy and lazy, and we were nearly made to pay for it. Believe me, we got lucky today. That's not going to happen in the semifinal. If you play like that again, everyone's going to be wondering how we even got to that stage. And we'll be going home empty-handed. We're going to have to be so much better in the semifinal.
The match today looked like it could have gone either way, but is it fair to say you were relatively confident that you'd win?
I'll be the first to admit that we weren't comfortable, but we did get over the line. That kind of performance isn't going to cut it in the next round.
It was a difficult tie, but you managed to emerge victorious on aggregate. How do you feel?
It's a fine margin between success and failure, and we ran that far too close today.
What do you make of Bruno Thiago outperforming his expected goals right now?
I'm sure his numbers will eventually regress to the mean, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. He's excellent. We are back to a semifinal, but I don't feel very good after what I just saw in this game. Like, especially playing against Manchester United. They're just stupidly good. Looks like the other semifinal is going to be Bayern Munich versus Juventus. I mean, I'm okay with either of those, really. I mean, I'd love if AC Milan maybe got through. They're probably a little bit worse than Bayern, but I would like to get one over on Bayern Munich, and they're definitely both easier than Manchester United. I don't know how they compare to Inter, though. That's questionable. All right, so the semifinals in a few weeks. We are taking on Manchester United. The first leg is going to be at home. I don't like that. I really preferred when we had the first leg away from home like we did against Atletico Madrid. I thought that was a lot better for us. But we got through it today with the first leg being at home. But Manchester United are another beast. I'm pretty sure they beat us every single time. We had 1 draw against them. Been in the group with them twice, and they've thrashed us 3 of the 4 times. Not too confident. I would be pretty shocked if we get through this because, like, Manchester United are just too stupidly good on this game. Like, they don't really have much different a team from when they start. Apparently, the starting Manchester United team is Champions League final quality 4 of the next 6 years. They do have Onana in goal, and Frankie de Jong in defense, maybe, I don't know. For now, I mean, they do have quite a few different players at this point, but the past couple of years when they made it, they didn't. They still have Rashford, Greenwood, Sancho, Fernandez. Yeah, they're just too good on this game. They're just too good. It's going to be tough, but that's going to be next episode. Anything can happen, but if we had played well in that away leg against Inter, I'd feel more confident, especially after a pretty good first home leg, but we were just terrible. And Manchester United, if we play like that, away from home against Manchester United, they're winning by 5 or more. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell? The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.